Hey Math Minions, it's Mrs. Sissel again. It's time for mode and range. Yep, so these notes go on page 110 and let's get to it. So this is different. There we go. Mode is the data points that you have the most, right? And you can have more than one mode. Isn't that interesting? Yes, you can have more than one mode. You're going to see how that happens in just a little bit. Now, to find the mode, you need to first order them from the smallest to the biggest. So all your data points, remember yesterday I said in my note at the bottom of our notes, I said, hey, you may want to go ahead and put your data in order from smallest to biggest. Well, this is why. Because if you're finding more than just the mean, all the rest of them have to be in order. So you order your numbers from smallest to biggest, and then you find out which number or numbers you have the most. Okay? Ready to see an example? Here we go. So, here's an example of when you have just one mode. Here's your data set. 2, 5, 9, 3, 5, 4, 7. Okay? Now, step 1. Order the data. So I put them in order. 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 7, 9. Notice that the 2 5s, we keep writing 2 5s. We don't just stick 5 in there. We have 2 pieces of data that are 5. You cannot change your data. Okay, so that's step 1. Step 2 is to find what you have the most. Well, we have 2 5s. Ta-da! Everything else we only have 1 of. So that means your mode is equal to 5. Easy, right? Super easy. So, let's do another example. This one's going to be an example of when you have 2 modes. It's bimodal. Okay? Here's our data set. 2, 5, 2, 3, 5, 4, 7. Step 1, order the data. So now we have 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 7, 9. All right. Well, I can see step 2, find what you have the most. I have 2 2s and I have 2 5s. So, mode is 2 and 5. There you go. Okay. Now remember, whatever you're seeing on this screen, you're writing down on your notes. So if it's in red, you're writing it on your notes. Or the blue circles, yeah. So anyway, let's do one more example, and then we'll move on. This is a trimodal example. So this is when there are 3 modes. Here's our data set. 2, 5, 2, 7, 5, 4, 7. All right? Step 1, order the data. So you do it. All right, so you should have your data that looks like this. 2, 2, 4, 5, 5, 7, 7, right? Step 2, what do you have the most? So circle them. 2 2s. 2 5s, 2 7s. So, your mode equals 2, 5, and 7. Okay? And now, since we're doing 2 things in one, you've got the other half of your note page is range. So there we go. Range is just the difference between the biggest data point and the smallest data point. Really, that's all it is. The difference between the biggest and smallest. All right? So remember, difference means, I didn't hear you. Still can't hear you. Oh, there's the little voice. It says, the answer to a subtraction problem. So here we go. Example 1. Your data set is 2593547. Step 1. Order the data, just like before. 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 7, 9. So we got it all in order. Find the difference between the largest and smallest. Well, my largest is 9 and my smallest is 2. 9 minus 2 is 7. So our range equals 7. Woohoo! Seriously, I'm not joking. It's this simple. Mode and range really are this simple. So, okay, I didn't change the slide. It says example 1 again, but it's example 2. All right, so here's your data set. 3, 5, 9, 3, 5, 4, 7, and 11. Step 1. Order the data. So it looks like that. And step 2. Find the difference between the largest and the smallest. So your largest is 11. Smallest is 3. 11 minus 3 equals 8. So your mode, or your range is 8. Ta-da! One more example. I love that your notes say example 1, example 2, example 1. But the PowerPoint that I'm using says example 1, example 1, example 1. Wow, I was really tired when I did this. Here's your data set for the third example. 5, 12, 4, 2, 9, and 7. So, first step is to order the data. Go ahead and put that in order from the smallest to the biggest. So that means you're going to have your data looking like this. 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, and 12. Step 2 is to find the difference between the largest and the smallest. Your largest is 12, your smallest is 2, so it's 12 minus 2, that equals 10. So your range equals 10. Ta-da! Isn't that awesome? That's all there is to mode and range. And I know that this says on your note page 110. Let's make it page 110 for mode, page 111 for range. All right? That way we don't have any kind of weird stuff happening with pages flopping and everything. So go do the practice, and I'll see you later. Bye!